Look, friends, little squirrels. But I don't need them right now. Right now we have a different task. Good boy. Come on, come here, come on. Huya Pieva, my precious little buddies. Well, today my buddy Dronya and I come here. Hey. Hey, good boy. Hey, good boy. Today my buddy Dronya and I went on a hike. Anyway, let me explain. We're exploring some great spots. I saw many Capercaillies here in spring when I came out here to fish with a small tracked tow machine. So, we're walking along the road somewhere, and there's a collapsed bridge behind us. I always clean up places like this because nobody can get here except on foot or with some kind of all-terrain super vehicle. Yeah, but what's the point of coming here on foot, right? People just like to shoot from the windows and all that. Well, anyway, that's not what this is about right now. So, Drunya and I are walking. There's a lot of trash thrown around. We're walking along the road, but we know this road is impassable. It's convenient. Sometimes we go into the forest. Drunya has already chased something and barked today. I kept walking. Drunya came back, but apparently he didn't stay on it. Maybe there was something there. So behind me there's a fallen tree like this. There are places here that just buzz with adventure. Yeah. Today we're going to go look for a cabin, and I'll explain. There are maps online that I look at to find cabins. These maps haven't been updated for 6 years, but I can't find anything more recent. Yeah, well, okay. And on the maps, it looks like there's a cabin from the satellite view. I'll check it out. I'll go to the cabin and take a look. If the cabin is old, I'll show it. If it's new, I won't show it. I don't show new cabins on principle, but if it's an old one with the spirit of that era, Drunya and I will check it out. I just didn't bring anything for the cabin since we got ready quickly today. Yeah, I have the Armsen RCS one with me. Today I took the short one. Because, well, I'll give it a try. I wanted to try it out. See how it goes. It's just painted over, kind of. Well, that's how it is. People say this isn't a hunting weapon. But how is it not a hunting weapon? It shoots. With 12-gauge cartridges. Quiet, 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 like a hunter. There. All right, friends, let's go. Hey, what's up, buddy, huh? What's up, buddy, huh? Let's go, friends. With Drunya, something interesting is likely. Once we reach the forest, I'll show you more since it's really cool. I only saw it from a distance. Let's go. In places like this, friends, it's really great. You just walk comfortably along the road. That's it. I'm already explaining, but you know that you won't run into a car coming towards you. It's a remote, quiet place like this. Here, look, I'm showing you. This is what the road looks like. Well, we're walking along the edge. It's morning now. Birds will come up from the bog to pick up grit. It will rise from the swamp to the trees. We're here with Drunya. Here! That's how it is. See, here? A path. There's not a trace of a car. Friends, I read the comments, right? And in the comments, wait a second. Earlier in the comments, someone once wrote to me that it's impossible to get close to a Capercaillie, you know, within shotgun range or something like that, without a dog. Actually, I have hunted black grouse myself, and this season too, and I did it by stalking. It's very simple. Really, they were both young Capercaillie, but it was fine. Now we're with the dogs, and the plan is this. Tactics. Dronya runs, flushes them out, barks, and tries to hold them. We're still learning. Look at this cool little mushroom. See, we're learning with him, right? We're getting used to each other. We're syncing up. That's it. So, we'll see. We work with what we've got, as they say. There are a lot of roads here. Drunya, what did you see? What have you got here? Who's here? What? Did the moose fight? Or what? What's over there? Ah, someone's poop. Yeah, they're green already. For some reason, I showed it. Guys, I showed them poop for some reason. I don't know why. So far, as we're walking, we haven't seen any birds. I found 2 12-gauge shell casings. They're already pretty rusty. Maybe someone was here riding around back in August or so. Here, look, there are many of these. They're Capercaillie feeding clippings. This is when the Capercaillie feeds. See, everything gets scattered like this. Here. This is when the Capercaillie feeds and how it nips off pieces. I've seen it myself with binoculars and a scope. Well, when I had a rifle scope. So this is kind of an indicator that there are a lot of Capercaillies here. The whole road is covered with these nipped off pieces. These are the kind of pines they sit on, and that's it. It's not just a hike today, friends. We're also on a hunting trip. That's how it is. Let's go. I won't distract you.
Here are fresh moose tracks. How fresh are they?
This one.
He walked here in the fall.
That's how, my friends, a Capercaillie dog works. Oh, not a Capercaillie, a fishing dog. It's just that in the spring I would always flush Capercaillies here. They would take off from here after feeding. And they would sit on the trees.
And now Drunia apparently senses it.
Look, we have a beautiful porcini mushroom here.
Drunia apparently senses something. You can see it, yeah, you can tell he's sensing something.
Any of you dog people, Leica folks, can see it. Let's move on. Good job, handsome.
Little swampy spots like this.
Friends, once again I'm showing you that nobody drives here. That's what it's like ahead of us. And this isn't the first tree. I mean, I just want to understand, I just want to explain to you that, I'm really telling the truth, because a lot of people start saying, we don't believe you and so on. There are all kinds of people. For some reason, I still want to prove it, even though there's nothing left to prove. Everyone already knows. That's just how it is. If you think a car can drive through here, it can't drive through here.
That's it. I don't know why it fell. Maybe it rotted or something.
That's how it is. It's going to be a problem. Well, you can go around the swamp on a snowmobile.
That's all.
I like it. I like this. I like it when places become wild because of all these man-made factors, like a tree fell, there was a fire, a bridge burned down. It seems bad, but on the other hand, for someone who walks, it's fine. But for someone who drives cars, shoots from the car, for them it's not okay.
That's it, and that's all.
Alright, friends, I can still understand when it's young people, or when it's old folks. He wants to walk, but he's spent his whole life hunting. That's also a violation. That's also, whatever. Alright, I can understand that. But when a young guy or a kid shoots, damn, that's just stop and cross the road. You'll feel really cool. But apparently that's how they were taught. They don't even realize that you can just walk. There you go, friends.
Here are the clippings, just lying here.
They can't be the same, and in the places where the Capercaillie lives, it can't be the same either. It's just nature, right? The wind or something. That's how it happens. Branches break off, right?
These are Capercaillie clippings.
I haven't read this anywhere myself. I figured it out on my own. I just saw places where Capercaillies feed and live, and I found things like this there. So, basically, I made my own observations and conclusions. That's it. We're walking quickly, so I sound out of breath. And Drunia, who's there? For me, friends, on the one hand, I kind of, don't like that Drunia runs ahead, that he gets all the fun. I mean, like when the Capercaillies take off, or when the hazel grouse fly by, and so on.
Right.
But on the other hand, we're working as a pair now. Yeah, that's it. He looked at something and ran back.
Friends, I made a small stream.
The puddle will drain away. Otherwise it got clogged with leaves and...
Look, friends, a comrade has settled in. Oh, Panza, hello. White mushroom. And we have such a path.
So, friends, for those who skip ahead and so on, a lot of people watch like that. It's, what I want to say.
There's absolutely no wild game. Like, none at all.
I don't get it. We've walked 4 kilometers. So, today I probably have to walk about 18 kilometers. There and back, I mean. Not just one way, but there and back.
Here, the swamps are like this at the edges.
Drunia keeps running around when he could be working. But, Capercaillies should be taking off in places like this, right here. The most... Oh, a Capercaillie.
Ah, Kopaluka!
I told you, friends. See, well, you see, I do know a thing or two about hunting after all. He'll bark where she landed, but we don't like Kopaluka. I mean, we don't need it, but something small, something like a smaller one flew over there, but that one was big. Or maybe a young Capercaillie, but it should have already turned black by now. The main thing is Drunya doesn't run off somewhere now. Alright, so what's here? Let's head to the swamp's edge and see where everyone ended up. Because they scattered. A female Capercaillie, that's good. A female Capercaillie lays 15 eggs, and out of those, hopefully, 5 to 7 survive. Let's see where everyone flew off to. Of course, we won't get closer. They're already scared, and besides, it's a swamp. Let's check if someone landed by the swamp's edge. Well, that's something. Thank God Drunya didn't get carried away. With the bird, because otherwise we'd have a problem right now. Alright, let's see. I think Drunya definitely has some kind of hunting skill. Because he runs around in circles. He makes a small circle, then a big one. Well, you see, right? Like I said, I'm walking and there's this swamp, a Capercaillie swamp. There should be Capercaillies here. And suddenly a female Capercaillie flies from here to there. I couldn't see who it was over there. Probably another female Capercaillie. Were they eating berries? There's nothing here. They were probably sitting on the stones by the road. Alright, let's go. Now, watch for a bit. Please, take a look at this. We're walking now, and what's it called again? Well, maybe it'll take off again somewhere around here. So when they first take off, they should land in a tree. Sometimes Capercaillies can fly over and land on the road.
Well, those are the ones who, think they're displaying in the fall, those little devils, damn.
By the way, I noticed there's no moose droppings at all. Also, thankfully, no bear droppings. But there's no moose droppings at all. You know, I just compare. It's autumn now. I go on a lot of long hikes, like 20, 18, 41 kilometers. Oh, a female Capercaillie. Go on, go on, go on. I told you it flew over, and it was sitting somewhere here, on this tree. Well, that's a female Capercaillie, friends, a female Capercaillie. Even if it's allowed to shoot them, we have a season in the fall when you can hunt female black grouse and female Capercaillie, but I never shoot female Capercaillie, on principle. Even if there's a risk that she might get hit, I still won't do it.
Well, anyway, that's just my principle, and I don't judge those who shoot them, but that's my principle.
What was I saying? Oh, moose droppings, moose droppings. Yeah, that's it. Oh, right, I was saying that I go to many different places, and in some places there's a ton of game, and in others there's none at all. In some places there are other hunters around, in some places there are a lot of moose droppings, moose flies, and in some places there are bear droppings, like a lot of them. Well, I mean, you can figure out a lot just by looking along the way, you know. That's how it is. Did you already promise something with your tongue? Later. Wow, what a fallen stick, but it's rotten. So nice, but rotten, guys. So cute. Guys, how could I not take a picture of this for you? Look. What a handsome guy. Bolyachok. So, I'm thinking maybe on the way back I'll go and pick some mushrooms there, but I have nowhere to put them. I have bags, but nowhere to put them because I don't have any kind of solid container like a bucket. See, look, there was a Capercaillie here again. The Capercaillie is hiding. Yes, something's gonna happen, it will. Guys, it's really overgrown here. Such a forest, wow. We have a porcini mushroom here. Drunya ran off somewhere. Let's go. I really love places like this, you know.
white moss, moss, sphagnum, reindeer lichen, all these cool little stumps, really neat, like witch's hair on the trees, by the way. Yeah, but for some reason there's not much of it. We're probably already getting close to the lake, and the real hike is about to begin.
Guys, this is just so-so for now, Child's Play Driunia.
And why, when the female Capercaillie flew away, why didn't you track her and bark, huh? That's a minus for you.
Well guys, we've made it to the Taiga Lake. I came here to show you the scale and so on, but now we need to cross the swamp into the forest and make our way through the woods. There are no roads or paths there. We'll see what awaits us. I'll check the map now, and then we'll figure things out.
Well guys, we've already got a problem. Right away I'll say we need to walk about 7 kilometers along the lake. And here's the thing, the swamp is boggy, so we have to go around it along the shore. That takes more time, but it's safer. Let's go. I'm carrying my weapon like this. Here! Oof! It's pressing against me! The VPO-208 is easier to carry in this way, but it's also more streamlined and resembles a rifle.
Alright, now, let's do it this way. The main thing is that there's no big stream there. Let's go. Let's look for the hut.
Drindildo, how are you walking over there? I'm curious, huh?
Here in northern Karelia, friends, you see how it is. You walk and suddenly there's a big rock in the swamp, and it's such an interesting one.
Let's go.
I just said 7 kilometers like that, but actually, if you go around like this, taking all the turns, it'll end up being 9 in total. We should have turned and gone straight across the mainland. See the tall forest over there? That's the mainland. Anyway, we've got some problems here. Again, well, I'm following the moose trail. The moose isn't stupid, right? So we'll use his knowledge of the area. Ah, there aren't many cranberries around. Well, it's a real trail, guys. Look, a moose trail. The moose trail led us into some kind of trap. Driunia, go check everything. We've passed the trap.
To solid ground? Well, I don't know, maybe about 300 meters.
Oh, guys, I hate the start of a hike like this when things are really starting to get moving. The body just starts to feel it, you know. The strain, and you start thinking, why do I even need this, and so on. Phew, these places are really wild, seriously. Did Driunia run off somewhere?
Plus, if we go after Capercaillies, there probably won't be any black grouse in this forest, just Capercaillies or hazel grouse.
Add some more kilometers to that. Well, damn, look, we're moving pretty far from the lake. The cabin isn't right on the lake shore either, guys. It's a bit further away. Again, like I said, this is a satellite image. Maybe it's a collapsed cabin, but for some reason I hope that the cabin hasn't collapsed. Oh, I love walking through a forest like this. You can see everything. Just lift your feet.
Now we're going to climb the mountain. Druhня! We're moving through a forest like this. See those black skeletons, right? The stumps. It burned here maybe a couple 100 years ago. Maybe more.
The thing is, burnt trees stand for a long time. They become kind of tempered. Alright, let's go. We're navigating by GPS. I've got Alpine Quest on my phone.
There, I winked, yeah.
If you know what Alpine Quest is, you know. Let's go.
Woohoo!
Look at this uprooted tree. Beautiful. Really beautiful. There are mushrooms here. Someone will watch my hike and say, "Oh wow, I used to walk here when I was younger. I used to wander there, haha, hunt, or maybe got a really good bull."
Yeah, the forest is so interesting. Well, oh.
A berry forest. But there's some kind of problem with the game, friends. Something's wrong with the wild animals. I don't understand what's going on. And the blueberries, friends, oh, they're beautiful. Blueberries always look different when there are no leaves. Driunia, do you want some blueberries?
Ah, here, take it, eat, go on.
Blueberries, you love them. Come on, go ahead. Oh, of course, with Drunya it's always fun and difficult at the same time. When I went hiking without Drunya, I walked for a long time, about 40 kilometers. He couldn't cross the river, so I left him. Oh, it was tough, of course. Without Drunya, it's boring, scary, and dangerous. Well, something like that. Now, friends, let's check the navigator and see where I'm going. I don't always follow the navigator, I just look at it from time to time, like this, here. There, look, there are 2 dusting spots. You see a hollow, you can tell there's a bird there. Let's sit down now. Okay, friends, let's check the navigator. Quiet, don't knock me over. Alright, quiet, sit down. So we're going, but alright, go on, go. Soon, friends, this beautiful forest will end. Here it is. The forest will end, and there will be a swamp, and then forest again. And in that forest, in one just like this, it looks like there's a little hut. But I don't know, friends. I'm not putting on any kind of show for you. Nothing. It's really unclear. So, it's kind of a trip like this. You know, today there's no game. How should I put it? Well, there's no game at all. Not even any tracks. Well, actually, we did see some. Yeah, see, I'm already lying. We did see a Capercaillie. And also, Drandel, did you throw something? We'll reach the cabin or its location, have tea, feed Driunia. I'll do it, though I could skip it. We'll go back and forth, and I might not eat. We're kind of used to this, but still, I guess you want to be out in nature, right? Right? Alright, let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. Ocha-cha. Come on, ah-cha-cha. And you know, friends, it could happen that I go and find an old hut. It's happened to me before. I went out for cranberries, and just like that, suddenly, there it is. Basically, you see these kinds of logs, like a foundation already. Well, yeah, that's how it is, and there were adventures there. The hill is ending already, friends, and, well, I don't really like this dark forest, you know? I prefer when you're walking along the road, but still. Well, a person is always cautious. There are all sorts of superstitions, fears, anxieties, phobias. I'm completely exhausted. I can't go on. There's so much piled up here. Juniper stones. I'm half jumping, half running here. I'm half running, and Driandel is here too. I'll tell you a story when I get there. Apparently the wind was blowing from the lake, and the lake isn't small. Hoppa! Driunia! We're going! Yep! We went a little the wrong way. Hey! No, come on, let's go. To the left, that's a cape. We need to go right. There's another swamp. Let's rest before the swamp, me and my friends. I never used to rest and kept going endlessly, but never got exhausted. Now I walk and take breaks. But that's the right thing to do. We're saving our strength. I don't know how things will go now. What will happen to us? What might occur? Friends, let's take a break. No driundel. Friends, you know, I'm not sure if there's actually a cabin. Look, no one told me about it. The maps are outdated. It's just that when I was planning to come to this lake in the spring... I was planning to come to this lake, and basically, I started studying the area using maps and satellite images, and I saw it. Let me explain again. Satellite images, well, they're about 6 years out of date. Well, later my dad and I compared it. There are some buildings there that were built 6 years ago, but they're not on the map. So, as for the cabin there, maybe it's just a frame. Maybe it's new or something. Well, it can't be new. I don't know. Nothing is clear. Nothing is known. That's what makes it interesting. I passed through a pine forest, then a swamp again, and soon there will be another pine forest, the one with the cabin. And here, Chepushilo is running around. What do you want? She left. This one. We'll rest now, then go over there and have lunch. We have the whole day. But I thought there would be hunting, and for some reason there isn't any hunting here yet. Maybe on the way back, everything will work out. Or maybe in that pine forest. Did you eat anyone? Well, don't climb on me. You're all wet. Don't get in, don't get in. Good boy, well done. That's it. Let's go, Chup. Come on, silly. Let's go on! Friends, it's flooded. Drunya is splashing over there. Today I'm wearing short rubber boots. I tried walking in the PVC ones, but no, that's not it. Wow, what a swampy bog. We'll get through it. Oh, damn, that bump isn't a bump at all. Whoa, damn! Look, here's the lake. Alright, that's it, friends, now. To that dry patch, and then we'll push on across it. So, who's there? Ducks, geese, nobody, nothing. What, you don't hunt geese? Try to find one. I walk on foot. I cover 3 districts, but what's the point? Friends, that's how it is with the swamp. It shows 300 meters to the cabin. Sometimes I film, sometimes I don't, you understand? After 300 meters, there's a swamp like this, so there won't be any cabin there. What is this? This isn't a forest. I don't like places like this. We were walking through such a nice pine forest there. I thought it would be the same here, but even on the map, it doesn't really show that there's this kind of mess here, damn. How much more of this? I thought it would be an easy walk through the pine forest, damn, like, oh, let's go. We can't see the cabin from the swamp yet, guys, but let's go quietly from the lake like this. I don't see it yet. It should be around here already, if there was a cabin. Whoa! I can't see anything at all. Alright, well, it's not that they did it here, because look, there's a swamp here. A swamp, all of this is nonsense. Why don't we have sandy shores? I'd just keep walking along them. Alright, okay, I'll check back in. We already have something like this. A continent forming, or a small hill. In theory, if there's a hut here, then this is the perfect spot. Drunya could still bark depending on his mood when he saw something. At least, that's how it used to be. Well, friends, the moment of truth. Right now, it should be somewhere here on the hill. Well, or somewhere around here. It's unclear. It's unclear. I can't see anything. Nothing is visible. Nothing at all. I didn't get it. Can you imagine if I made a mistake or thought it was a big rock because of the map? Well, the shape of the hut is even. I don't get it. Let's take a look. Well, 300 meters. How far is that again? Is the map really lying that much? Wow, it says there's still 200 meters to the cabin, friends. What do you mean, 200 meters? Seriously? Alright, let's go 200 meters. Thank God it says 200 meters. Well, I mean, I already thought it would be somewhere around here for some reason. Alright, Driondildia, let's go! Let's go, Driondildia. Driondilda, you're mine. Back to the hut again, I'm telling you. Yeah, Tututu, I hope the hut is still there. Friends, Tututu, look, you see, there are rocks like these on the shore. Here. Rocks like these. Maybe in the forest there's a stone, you know, of the right shape, as they say. So, I figured that this was the roof of a hut. Alright, watch with me. Here it is, the moment of truth. Ta-da! Ta-da. Everything seems to be knocked over. Hard to tell. Everything's knocked over. Come on, please, hut, come on, be there. Be there, please! We just walk along, checking the shoreline. Well, I mean, the shore is over there. That's when I start to get worried like this. Trembling, shaky feelings. And the main thing is, I don't see anything. There's nothing there. And there's no framework at all. And again, the swamp begins. It's hard to see anything, damn it. Let's look at the map. I think this map has a pretty big margin of error. Oh, a moose louse. All right. Anyway. No, rotate the map according to the compass. Here. Yeah, guys, just so you know, the cabin is over there. It comes out to 44 meters. 48 meters, and I can't see it. It says 48 meters, we're going straight. Alright, let's go and put the GPS away. I think we'll find it now. I have a feeling. There's no hut here. 44 meters, and there aren't any trees here, not even cut ones. Nothing like that. Alright, let's go take a look. I'll be disappointed. I've walked so far. I've come so far. Was it all for nothing? I've walked so far. 44 meters. And why do it? Why build a hut so far from the water, guys? That doesn't make sense either. So that no one would notice, no one would see. They'll notice and see it anyway. Well, you can't hide a hut. A hut is the kind of thing that maybe no one will find for a couple of years, but eventually they will. Yeah, damn, there's no hut. That's nonsense. Can you imagine, what if it's some kind of glitch on the map? Well, like, a glitch on the map, and I just fell for it. Good grief. There's nothing here, guys. Nothing. Nothing! Wait, hold on. Is Leshy messing with me again, or what? So I actually went up the mountain, and the cabin is supposed to be this way now. Damn. 58 meters to the cabin. Alright, guys. Hold on a second. Let's just follow the GPS. Here, we're heading to the hut. 58 meters. We see a mushroom. What house? Nobody would build one in a place like this. We're heading straight to the house. I don't see anything. Guys, this is the season's biggest disappointment. Look. Yeah, in places like this, people don't even build houses. Well, just so you know. Maybe there was a shack or something similar. No, come on. What cabins would be out here? I don't understand a damn thing. I don't understand a damn thing. Well, something like that. Oh, look, it's such an open place. Yeah. An open place. And did I really think that this hut was it? Friends. Oh man, damn, what a loser. This is the first time this has happened. I've seen burned down houses before. I've come to the skeletons of Kimdemov's houses. I've never been fooled like this before. I've never been fooled like this, friends. Never. Exactly like this. So, it turns out that this thing is kind of, well, like straight lines, like from stones or something. I don't get it. Drayunya! Okay, I need to do something. Wait, really? Is that so? I was already thinking I'd come back in winter. Look, Drayunya is walking around.
Well, I don't even know. Oh man, what should I do?
All right, let's step aside now and take a look.
Well,
Friends, sorry, well, that's how it is. As you see, there's forest everywhere. How can I explain it? There's forest all around, basically. It's so dense, and here it's open, and right in the middle there's a regular shape, almost like a hut. Man, this is the first time I've found huts like this. Old ones, I mean really old ones. It's kinda sad. I mean really ancient ones, you know, the kind that were barely still standing. Yeah, and the shadow falls so evenly. I'll show you right now, friends. Look, can you see it or not? Here. There, see it? This is what the roof of a traditional house usually looks like. I can even show you other examples, but it doesn't really make sense. So here you go. Here it is. Here. Now I'm in trouble. Drunya, we screwed everything up. Alright, let's at least go to the edge of the lake and see what's here, what's what. I'll think for now about what to do next. And I'll call back. Phew, well, I was sure. Guys, I was sure the hut was here. The outline was so clear. I'll put in a photo, well, if I don't forget. Go on, go! The outline was so clear. The lake is really great. Awesome. Well, alright. We're heading back now. We go through the swamp, then a little hill, then the swamp again, and then a hill. Alright, then we'll head back now. And we'll go to another place instead. Well, what can you do? I won't say goodbye just yet. Maybe we'll figure something out on the way. Well, I messed up, of course, guys. I messed up. Things just haven't been going well lately.
Here I am. Well, anyway, that's it. See you.
Druin, at least you understand me, but you were walking too. You were walking too, damn it. Friends, I found an interesting place. Here, you can see a distinct pit. It's old, of course. Here are some signs. There are telltale signs. I know what kind of pit this is. Do you? If you know, say what kind of pit this is. Druin didn't even show any interest. You're barking, Dronya, but not at the right ones. Why are you barking at every tree? No, I was barking where I needed to. No. Come here. By the way, these friends are Siberian jays. Here you go, Driandel. Siberian jay hunter. What? Did you lose it? Oh. Well. Oh. Oops. More. Go back. Go back. Druhnya. You can't hunt under him. Well, first of all, we don't hunt Kuksha. That's right. And secondly, if you do hunt them, he'll drive you crazy with them. We need to make him understand that we're not interested in that. Druhnya, Druhnya, come here. Here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Druhnya. Free food. Free food. All right, he'll come running. You have to understand, we don't need Siberian jays. Oh, Hunter! He did a good job with the bird, but not the right one. You didn't bark at the female Capercaillie that way. And now, friends, Driandel has flushed a Capercaillie for us. He flushed a Capercaillie. The plane is flying at the wrong time again. That's it, I lost it. Either I lost it or it flew away. Well, it looks like it took off here, and then Driunya ran after it. Driunya, you really got fired up towards the end of the hike, damn. What, Driunya, did you memorize your part or something? Oh, see how the water went down? Just like that. All right, let's clean it some more now. Druin, who were you chasing? Well then, my precious little roots. No luck, as they say. We didn't find the hut. We found out that it's not a hut, that's it. There's an uprooted tree and some rocks, and the shadow falls that way. That's how I figured it was a hut. But, unfortunately, that's not the case. That's it. Today we didn't take a single shot. You saw it. Hardly any game. Just... You see, friends? You see, friends, if these trips happen, say, once a week at least, but right now I have them almost every other day, and well, I'm not very happy with what happened. But we didn't come back empty-handed. We gathered half a bag of mushrooms, and there are some beautiful porcini here too. Like these. Here, Driun, don't look, you don't like them. Here, not even hazel grouse are around. I don't know. It's an interesting spot, like a dead zone. Although in the spring there was a lot of game. Maybe it was hunted out. Well, hunted out. I'm probably the only one who walks here on foot. All right. Not empty or crowded, as they say. Wishing health to your hands, legs, and more. Don't like or subscribe. Bye, friends.